to Birmingham, Alabama, the Magic City today at Protective Stadium as a couple of teams look to walk away as champions of the Birmingham Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So NC State's offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the ball club. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Handoff from the gun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Motion from the wide receiver. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. It's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. To the air on first down. He's got his man. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert third and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man across the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Trying to pound it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, not down for a loss. They've just kept moving the ball forward. This will be the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Leaves it with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the ball is moving quickly to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hauls it in. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Clemens. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Quick strike complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They just keep firing. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown ball!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Looking to throw on first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. At the 45, on his way. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll try the left side. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. Got his man. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. The give from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give on the option. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Back to pass on second down. Snags it over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Vols come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Working on the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking for a crease to the left. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They found a little open space. Unfortunately, it was in the wrong direction. 2nd and long coming up. Back to pass. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Sets up the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. Let's send out the kicker here. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Fires to the tight end. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab on the left. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And here comes the punt team. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the balls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his back in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Got a little space. He breaks a tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And it's no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an entertaining first half, and always such a fun and vibrant environment there in Birmingham at the Birmingham Bowl. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the second half of the Birmingham Bowl.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They more than got the job done in the first. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled the number 4. He picked up the first down. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. He has the first and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Red pass hits complete.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working the middle, it's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck-up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Complete downfield. Bounced off his feet. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wants to throw on third down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Powers through the defender. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, NC State!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Fires to the big fella.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Late hit. Moves the ball up 15 yards. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Nice move there. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He slides that just inside the right upright.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll leave it with him. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man quickly.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss. Because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here is the Tennessee offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry up.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit.
Turning it on! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And that big gainer on the last one has him threatening from inside the 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Quickly out to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he Musketeers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The run from the shotgun. There he goes!
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds a spot in the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Shotgun snap on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Vols will call on their punt team. Makes the catch at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. On target to the left. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. On target. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Gonna swing it on second down. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Rides to back and leaves it. Plows through the defense. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Wolfpack will have first and 10.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. From the gun, looking for a man. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Volunteers will hustle for the line.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Fires to the tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And the Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback will keep it. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Hold.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Trying play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Vols come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Bully ball on third and short. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The defense does the work itself with the pick six.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Now this offense is back on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets open down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
He'll keep it himself. The offense coughs it up. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. That gives him 54 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one, oh, look out, the ball's free. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover. How about the defense with almost a desperation-type play to stop this drive and preserve the lead?
I love how they've got guys flying around here in the second half and getting hats on the football. They practice creating these takeaways all week long in practice. They're trying to be opportunistic, and you're seeing that here from this defense in the second half.
Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Nice move there. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. Off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown ball.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And guys, if they can make this extra point, that is a huge mountain to climb on the other side. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the ground with the back. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. They'll try the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
So here is the Tennessee offense. On the option. He'll pitch it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Timeout, NC State.
The give as they work on that clock. Fighting off the defender. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Lining up to convert third down. QB draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. NC State going up tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a heat. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Volunteers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
53, NC State, 34.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Connection to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Going to look downfield again. Completes it along the sideline, but that'll be for no gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
On the play. Second down.
Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Trying to barrel in. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. To the air on second down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. It's third and goal and third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season.